Good morning, brothers and sisters. This morning I want to have a reflection based on the passage on 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 to 9. The scripture is said, "But mark this, there will be a terrible time in the last day. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to the parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, no love, no lovers of the good, strengthened, rash, conceited, love of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, had nothing to do with such people. They're the kind They are the kind who wander their ways into homes and gain control over gullible women, who are loaded down with sins and are swayed by all kinds of evil desire, always learning but never able to come to a knowledge of the truth. Just as Jannes and Jambres opposed Moses, so also these teachers oppose the truth. They are men of depraved mind, who, as far as the faith is concerned, are rejected. But they will not get very far because, as in the case of those men, their folly will be clear to everyone. As I read through this passage, it is not sitting well in my heart. It describes the pictures of the last day. And it is disheartening to read this list of what people will be like in the society, or sometimes as I reflect, it happened within his local church. It showed me the society that we're living in is not as good as we think. In opposite, even it's getting darker and darker as we look around this world. Hong Kong, Europe, America, Canada. It's getting darker and darker. All those things bring out the dark side of a human being. But we as a Christian, we no need to feel sorry and keep on feeling sorry about this society. But instead, God gives the opportunity to have amazing opportunity to shine brightly in this world, in this society. We don't need to be like the world. Instead, we shouldn't. Because God saved us from the bondage of sins. Christ is the one who completes us to go from loving to self to lovers of God. We are a brand new person in front of God. Instead of being proud and arrogant, we have the opportunity to learn from Jesus Christ to show what it looks like to be humble and leaving something greater than the boundary that we have, that the world set up for us. Instead of finding our worth in a bank account, job title, contributing to the society, or even the religious activity, we should find our worth in Him. Because in God's eyes, we are the most treasurable gift. We are adorable in His eyes. Instead of appearing to be religious on the outside, let us throw away all those legalism, all those activity. Now, it doesn't mean that this activity is not important, but don't use that activity to define ourselves. Instead, the thing that defines ourselves is our relationship with Christ. We are called to go against the norm of the society. We are called to be the salt and light in this darkest world. Instead of getting discouraged by this world, as I see all things around me, we ask God to empower us to be different, to have a positive impact to this world. And we need to ask God to help us to stay focused on Him and not be distracted by this world. This is the last day. God, help us to be a light and salt, because we want people to see you. May God bless you.